The night Johnny Ace died. He and Big Mama Thornton were taking a break backstage when it happened. The dance floor was covered with Mexican and black people, a big haze of cigarette and reefer smoke floating over their heads in the spotlights. White people were up in the balcony, mostly lowrider badasses wearing pegged drapes and needle-nose stomps, and girls who could do the dirty bop and managed to look bored while they put your flopper on autopilot. Then we heard it. One shot. Pow! Like a small firecracker. Johnny's dressing room door was partly open, and I swear I saw blood fly across the wall just before people started running in all directions. Everyone said he had been showing off with a .22, spinning the cylinder, snapping the hammer on what should have been an empty chamber. But R&B and rock and roll could be a dirty business back then, get my drift? Most of the musicians, white and black, were right out of the cotton field or the Assembly of God church. The promoters and the record company executives were not. Guess whose names always ended up on the song credits, regardless of who wrote the song. But no matter how you cut it, on Christmas night 1954, Johnny Ace joined the Hallelujah Chorus, and Eddie Ray Holland and I lost our chance to be the rockabillys who integrated R&B. Johnny had promised to let our band back him when he sang Pledging My Love that night. In those days, Houston wasn't exactly on the cutting edge of the civil rights movement. We might have gotten lynched, but it would have been worth it. Listen to Pledging My Love sometime and tell me you wouldn't chuck your box in the suburbs and push your boss off a roof to be 17 and hanging out at the drive-in again. 1954 was the same year we met the kid from Mississippi Eddie Ray used to call the Greaser, because that boogie haircut of his looked like it had been hosed down with 3-in-1 oil. But teenage girls went apeshit when the Greaser came on stage at the Louisiana Hayride, screaming their heads off, throwing their panties at him, crushing the roof of his caddy to get into his hotel window, tearing out each other's hair over one of his socks. I even felt sorry for him. When they got finished with him, he usually looked like he'd been...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?